Hello, everybody, and happy Friday. It's Friday, August 29th, which means we're on episode 29 of Java with Jesus. Today, we are starting Numbers. So if you're just tuning in, we're starting a new book. Numbers is the book. There are two books that I have always heard when you're kind of newer to the faith and you're reading the Bible for the first time. People are always like, skip Deuteronomy and skip Numbers. But we're not going to do that here because we're crazy. We're going to actually go through Numbers. We're going to power through it. If I can power through Exodus and its 17 million chapters on the same thing in explicit detail, repetitively, over and over, I can get through Numbers. We can do this. It's fine. I do, however, for the first day and the 4 chapters we're going to be reading, have a coffee that's this big, and also it has 50 grams of protein in it. Because we're going to need the brain juice today. We're going to need it. I can feel it. If you are new here, welcome. I am so happy you are here. We are going through the Bible, 365 days of Bible study each day. This is the book we are using. If you would like to purchase it, it is linked down below in the description, along with the specific Bible I use and the highlighters that I use as well. These highlighters are great, not even just for Bible studies. Like if you're a book reader that likes to highlight, these are awesome because they do not bleed through. They're great. We're just going to jump right into it. Our chapters today are going to be Numbers 1:1 through 4:49. So 4 chapters today. I'm a little scared. You guys, I'm a little scared. Here we go. Episode 29. You're not old enough. Or, sorry, you don't have enough experience. Either response can be disheartening, even when it's true. It means you will have to go through a frustrating, perhaps tiresome time of growing up or acquiring experience. The Israelites know what this is like. After the Lord delivered them out of Egypt, he led them to Mount Sinai. Here they've been encamped for more than a year, receiving God's laws and learning how to relate to him. But at the beginning of Numbers, things began to change. God isn't just giving the Israelites laws to live by anymore. In fact, the instructions he gives to Moses in the first 2 chapters seem a bit strange. But God always has a good reason for everything he does, and the instructions he gives here are for the Israelites' benefit. Can't wait to see what that means. Numbers 1, the census of Israel's warriors. Oh no. More name reading. All right, bear with me. Then the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tent of meeting, on the first of the 2nd month, in the 2nd year after they had come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Take a census of all the congregation of the sons of Israel, by their families, by their fathers' households, according to the number of names, every male, head by head, from 20 years old and upward. Whoever is able to go out to war in Israel, you and Aaron shall number them by their armies. With you, moreover, there shall be a man of each tribe, each one head of his father's household. These then are the names of the men who shall stand with you. Of Reuben, Eliezer, the son of Shader. Of Simon, Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai. Of Judah, Nahshon, the son of Amminadab. Remember that one. Of Issachar, Nathaniel, the son of Zuar. Of Zebulun, Eliab, the son of Helon. That's probably Helon. Of the sons of Joseph. Of Ephraim, Elishama, the son of Ammihud. Of Manasseh, Gamaliel, the son of Pedazar. Of Benjamin, Abidan, the son of Gideoni. That's literally how it's spelled. We're going to go with it. Of Dan, Ahazer, the son of Ammishaddai. Of Asher, Pagiel, the son of Okran. Of Gad, Eliasaph, the son of Duel. Of Naphtali, Ahira, the son of Enan. These are they who were called out of the congregation, the leaders of their fathers' tribes. They were the heads of divisions of Israel. So Moses and Aaron took these men who had been designated by name, and they assembled all the congregation together on the 1st of the 2nd month. Then they registered by ancestry in their families, by their fathers' households, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and upward, head by head, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. So he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai. Now the sons of Reuben, Israel's firstborn, their genealogical registration by their families, by their fathers' households, according to the number of names, head by head, every male from 20 years old and upward, whoever was able to go out to war. Their numbered men of the tribe of Reuben were 46,500. Of the sons of Simon, their genealogical registration by their families, by their fathers' households, their numbered men, according to the number of names, head by head, every male from 20 years old and upward, whoever was able to go out to war. Their numbered men of the tribe of Simon were 59,300. Reuben, you got rookie numbers. You got to step that up, Reuben. Of the sons of Gad, their genealogical registration by their families, by their fathers' households, according to the number of names from 20 years old and upward, whoever was able to go out to war. Their numbered men of the tribe of Gad were 45,650. Of the sons of Judah, their genealogical registration by their families, by their fathers' households, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and upward, whoever was able to go out to war. Their numbered men of the tribe of Judah were 74,600. Of the sons of Issachar, their genealogical registration by their families, by their fathers' households, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and upward, whoever was able to go out to war. Their numbered men of the tribe of Issachar were 54,400. We can see why this is called numbers. Yeah, we use that word a lot, for one. There's a lot of numbers in here, so. Of the sons of Zebulun, their genealogical registration by their families, by their fathers' households, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and upward, whoever was able to go out to war. Their numbered men of the tribe of Zebulun. Zebulun? I've been saying Zebulun. I think it's Zebulun. Were 57,400. Are we keeping track? I hope you guys are keeping track. Of the sons of Joseph, namely of the sons of Ephraim, their genealogical registration by their families, by their fathers' households, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and upward, whoever was able to go out to war, their numbered men of the tribe of Ephraim were 40,500. Of the sons of Manasseh, their genealogical registration by their families, by their fathers' households, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and upward, whoever was able to go out to war, their numbered men of the tribe of Manasseh were 32,200. Okay, we get it, right? Men 20 years old and upward. I'm just going to skim through the rest of these. Sorry, Jesus. Love you. Of the sons of Benjamin, all of the men they had from 20 years old and upward numbered 35,400. Of the sons of Dan, we love Dan here, support Dan and his very easy to pronounce name. Dan had 62,700. Well done, Dan. Look at you. Of the sons of Asher, that tribe, the tribe of Asher, had 41,500. The tribe of Naphtali were 53,400. And that's the last one. So the number of men of the tribe of Naphtali were 53,400. These are the ones who were numbered, whom Moses and Aaron numbered, with the leaders of Israel, 12 men, each of whom was of his father's household. So all the numbered men of the sons of Israel by their father's household, from 20 years old and upward, whoever was able to go out to war in Israel, even all the numbered men were 603,550. That's a pretty good army, I think. 600,000 men? I wouldn't want to see that marching up the hill. No, thank you. The Levites, however, were not numbered among them by their father's tribe. For the Lord had spoken to Moses, saying, Only the tribe of Levi you shall not number, nor shall you take their census among the sons of Israel. But you shall appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of the testimony, and over all its furnishings, and over all that belongs to it. They shall carry the tabernacle and all its furnishings, and they shall take care of it. They shall also camp around the tabernacle. So when the tabernacle is to set out, the Levites shall take it down, and when the tabernacle encamps, the Levites shall set it up. But the layman who comes near shall be put to death. And layman, well, we found out a few chapters ago, but just a reminder, layman also means stranger. So the stranger who comes near shall be put to death. The sons of Israel shall camp, each man by his own camp, and each man by his own standard, according to their armies. But the Levites shall camp around the tabernacle of the testimony, so that there will be no wrath on the congregation of the sons of Israel. So the Levites shall keep charge of the tabernacle of the testimony. Thus the sons of Israel did, according to all which the Lord had commanded Moses. So they did. So in summary, the Levites are in charge of the tabernacle, and the lampshade, or the lampstand, and the ark, and taking it up and putting it back down as they're moving. And also in summary, we have 603,550 men that are able to go to war. Numbers 2, arrangement of the camps. Now the Lord spoke to Moses and to Aaron, saying, The sons of Israel shall camp, each by his own standard, with the banners of their fathers' households. They shall camp around the tent of meeting at a distance. You know what occurs to me? That's 600,000 fighting men, like men that are able to fight and go to war. That doesn't include all the old people and the women and the children. That's a lot of people. It's impressive. Anyway, now those who camp on the east side toward the sunrise shall be of the standard of the camp of Judah by their armies, and the leader of the sons of Judah, Nahshon, the son of Amminadab, and his army, even their numbered men, 74,600. Those who camp next to him shall be the tribe of Issachar, and the leader of the sons of Issachar, Nethanel, the son of Zuar, and his army, even their numbered men, 54,400. Then comes the tribe of Zebulun, and the leader of the sons of Zebulun, Eliab, the son of Helon, and his army, even his numbered men, 57,400. The total of the numbered men of the camp of Judah, 186,400 by their armies. They shall set out first. On the south side shall be the standard of the camp of Reuben by their armies, and the leader of the sons of Reuben, Elizur the son of Shador, and his army, even their numbered men, 46,500. Those who camp next to him shall be the tribe of Simon, and the leader of the sons of Simon, Shalumiel the son of Zurishaddai, and his army, even their numbered men, 59,300. Then comes the tribe of Gad, and the leader of the sons of Gad, Eliasaph the son of Duo, and his army, even their numbered men, 45,650. The total of the numbered men of the camp of Reuben, 151,450 by their armies, and they shall set out second. Then the tent of meeting shall set out with the camp of the Levites in the midst of the camps. Just as they camp, so they shall set out, every man in his place by their standards. On the west side shall be the standard of the camp of Ephraim by their armies, and the leader of the sons of Ephraim shall be Elishama the son of Ammihud, and his army, even their numbered men, 40,500. Next to him shall be the tribe of Manasseh, and the leader of the sons of Manasseh, Gamaliel the son of Pedazur, and his army, even their numbered men, 32,200. Then comes the tribe of Benjamin, and the leader of the sons of Benjamin, Abidan the son of Gideoni, and his army, even their numbered men, 35,400. The total of the numbered men of the camp of Ephraim, 108,100 by their armies, and they shall set out third. On the north side shall be the standard of the camp of Dan by their armies, and the leader of the sons of Dan, Ahazar the son of Ammishaddai, and his army, even their numbered, 62,700. Those who camp next to him shall be the tribe of Asher, and the leader of the sons of Asher, Pagiel the son of Okran, and his army, even their numbered men, 41,500. Then comes the tribe of Naphtali, and the leader of the sons of Naphtali, Ahira the son of Enan, and his army, even their numbered men, 53,400. The total of the numbered men of the camp of Dan was 157,600. They shall set out last by their standards. These are the numbered men of the sons of Israel by their fathers' households. The total of the numbered men of the camps by their armies, 603,550. The Levites, however, were not numbered among the sons of Israel, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. Thus the sons of Israel did, according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. So they camped by their standards, and so they set out every one by his family according to his father's household. Numbers 3. Levites to be priesthood. Now these are the records of the generations of Aaron and Moses at the time when the Lord spoke with Moses on Mount Sinai. These then are the names of the sons of Aaron: Nadab the firstborn, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the anointed priests, whom he ordained to serve as priests. But Nadab and Abihu died before the Lord when they offered strange fire before the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai, and they had no children. So Eleazar and Ithamar served as priests in the lifetime of their father Aaron. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Bring the tribe of Levi near, and set them before Aaron the priest, that they may serve him. They shall perform the duties for him and for the whole congregation before the tent of meeting to do the service of the tabernacle. They shall also keep all the furnishings of the tent of meeting, along with the duties of the sons of Israel, to do the service of the tabernacle. You shall thus give the Levites to Aaron and to his sons. They are wholly given to him from among the sons of Israel. So you shall appoint Aaron and his sons that they may keep their priesthood, but the stranger who comes near shall be put to death." Again, the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Now behold, I have taken the Levites from among the sons of Israel instead of every firstborn, the first issue of the womb among the sons of Israel. So the Levites shall be mine. For all the firstborn are mine. On the day that I struck down all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, I sanctified to myself all the firstborn in Israel, from man to beast. They shall be mine, I am the Lord. Then the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, Number the sons of Levi by their fathers' households, by their families, every male a month old and upward you shall number. So Moses numbered them according to the word of the Lord, just as he had been commanded. These then are the sons of Levi by their names, Gershon and Kohath and Merari. These are the names of the sons of Gershon by their families, Libni and Shimi, and the sons of Kohath by their families, Amram and Izhar, Hebron and Uzziel, and the sons of Merari by their families, Mali and Mushi. These are the families of the Levites according to their fathers' households. Of Gershon was the family of the Libnites, and the family of the Shimites. These were the families of the Gershonites. Their numbered men in the numbering of every male from a month old and upward, even their numbered men, were 7,500. The families of the Gershonites were to camp behind the tabernacle westward, and the leader of the fathers' households of the Gershonites was Elisaph the son of Lael. Now the duties of the sons of Gershon in the tent meeting involved the tabernacle and the tent, its covering, and the screen for the doorway of the tent of meeting, and the hangings of the court, and the screen for the doorway of the court, which is around the tabernacle and the altar, and its cords, according to all the service concerning them. Of Kohath was the family of the Amorites, and the family of the Izharites, and the family of the Hebronites, and the family of the Uzzielites. These were the families of the Kohathites. In the numbering of every male from a month upward, there were 8,600 performing the duties of the sanctuary. The families of the sons of Kohath were to camp on the southward side of the tabernacle, and the leader of the fathers' households of the Kohathite families was Elizaphan, the son of Uzziel. Now their duties involved the ark, the table, the lampstand, the altars, and the utensils of the sanctuary with which they minister, and the screen, and all the service concerning them. And Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, was the chief of the leaders of Levi, and had the oversight of those who performed the duties of the sanctuary. Of Merari was the family of the Malites and the family of the Mushites. These were the families of Merari. Their numbered men in the numbering of every male from a month old and upward were 6,200. The leader of the fathers' households of the families of Merari was Zuriel the son of Abihail. They were to camp on the northward side of the tabernacle. Now the appointed duties of the sons of Merari involved the frames of the tabernacle, its bars, its pillars, its sockets, all its equipment, and the service concerning them, and the pillars around the court with their sockets and their pegs and their cords. Now those who were to camp before the tabernacle eastward, before the tent of meeting towards the sunrise, are Moses and Aaron and his sons, performing the duties of the sanctuary for the obligation of the sons of Israel. But the stranger coming near was to be put to death. All the numbered men of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron numbered at the command of the Lord by their families, every male a month old and upward, were 22,000. Then the Lord said to Moses, Number every firstborn male of the sons of Israel from a month upward, and make a list of their families. You shall take the Levites for me, I am the Lord, instead of all the firstborn among the sons of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the cattle of the sons of Israel. So Moses numbered all the firstborn among the sons of Israel, just as the Lord had commanded them. And all the firstborn males by the number of names from a month and upward, for their numbered men were 22,273. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the sons of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites, and the Levites shall be mine, I am the Lord. For the ransom of the 273 of the firstborn of the sons of Israel, who are in excess beyond the Levites, you shall take 5 shekels apiece per head. You shall take them in terms of the shekel of the sanctuary. The shekel is 20 gerahs. And give the money, the ransom of those who are in excess among them, to Aaron and to his sons. So Moses took the ransom money from those who were in excess beyond those ransomed by the Levites. From the firstborn of the sons of Israel, he took the money in terms of the shekel of the sanctuary, 1,365. Then Moses gave the ransom money to Aaron and to his sons at the command of the Lord, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. Numbers 4. Duties of the Kohathites. Then the Lord spoke to Moses and to Aaron, saying, Take a census of the descendants of Kohath from among the sons of Levi, by their families, by their fathers' households, from 30 years and upward, even to 50 years old, all who entered the service to do the work in the tent of meeting. This is the work of the descendants of Kohath in the tent of meeting concerning the most holy things. When the camp sets out, Aaron and his sons shall go in, and they shall take down the veil of the screen and cover the ark of the testimony with it. And they shall lay a covering of porpoise skin on it, and shall spread over it a cloth of pure blue, and shall insert its poles. Over the table of the bread of presence, they shall also spread a cloth of blue, and put on it the dishes and the pans and the sacrificial bowls and the jars for the drink offering, and the continual bread shall be on it. They shall spread over them a cloth of scarlet material, and cover the same with a covering of porpoise skin, and they shall insert its poles. Then they shall take a blue cloth and cover the lampstand for the light, along with its lamps and its snuffers and its trays and all its oil vessels by which they serve it. And they shall put it and all its utensils in a covering of porpoise skin, and shall put it on the carrying bars. Over the golden altar they shall spread a blue cloth and cover it with a covering of porpoise skin, and shall insert its poles. And they shall take all the utensils of service with which they serve in the sanctuary, and put them in a blue cloth, and cover them with a covering of porpoise skin, and put them on the carrying bars. Then they shall take away the ashes from the altar, and spread a purple cloth over it. They shall also put on it all its utensils by which they serve in connection with it, the fire pans, the forks and shovels, and the basins, all the utensils of the altar. And they shall spread a cover of porpoise skin over it, and insert its poles. When Aaron and his sons have finished covering the holy objects and all the furnishings of the sanctuary, when the camp is to set out, after that the sons of Kohath shall come to carry them, so that they will not touch the holy objects and die. These are the things in the tent of meeting which the sons of Kohath are to carry. The responsibility of Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest is the oil for the light, and the fragrant incense, and the continual grain offering, and the anointing oil. The responsibility of all the tabernacle and all of that is in it, with the sanctuary and its furnishings. Then the Lord spoke to Moses and to Aaron, saying, Do not let the tribe of the families of the Kohathites be cut off from among the Levites, but do this to them that they may live and not die when they approach the most holy objects. Aaron and his sons shall go in and assign each of them to his work and to his load. But they shall not go in to see the holy objects even for a moment, or they will die. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take a census of the sons of Gershon by their father's household, by their families, from 30 years and upward to 50 years. You shall number them, all who enter to perform the service to do the work in the tent of meeting. This is the service of the families of the Gershonites. In serving and in carrying, they shall carry the curtains of the tabernacle, and the tent of meeting with its covering, and the covering of porpoise skin that is on top of it, and the screen for the doorway of the tent of meeting, and the hangings of the court, and the screen for the doorway of the gate of the court, which is around the tabernacle and the altar, and their cords and all the equipment for their service, and all that is to be done, they shall be performed. All the service of the sons of the Gershonites in all their loads and in all their work shall be performed at the command of Aaron and his sons, and you shall assign to them as a duty all their loads. This is the service of the families of the sons of the Gershonites in the tent of meeting, and their duties shall be under the direction of Ithamar the son of Aaron the priest. As for the sons of Merari, you shall number them by their families, by their fathers' households, from 30 years and upward, even to 50 years old. You shall number them, everyone who enters the service to do the work of the tent of meeting. Now this is the duty of their loads for all their service in the tent of meeting: the boards of the tabernacle and its bars and its pillars and its sockets, and the pillars around the court and their sockets and their pegs and their cords, with all their equipment and with all their service, and you shall assign each man by name the items he is to carry. This is the service of the families of the sons of Merari, according to all their service in the tent of meeting, under the direction of Ithamar the son of Aaron the priest. So Moses and Aaron and the leaders of the congregation numbered the sons of Kohathites by their families and by their fathers' households, from 30 years and upward, even to 50, everyone who entered the service for work in the tent of meeting. Their numbered men by their families were 2,750. These are the numbered men of the Kohathite families, everyone who was serving in the tent of meeting, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the commandment of the Lord through Moses. The numbered men of the sons of Gershon by their families and by their fathers' households, from 30 years and upward, even to 50 years, everyone who entered the service for work in the tent of meetings. Their numbered men by their families, by their fathers' households, were 2,630. These are the numbered men of the families of the sons of Gershon, everyone who was serving in the tent of meeting, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the commandment of the Lord. The numbered men of the families of the sons of Merari by their families, by their fathers' households, from 30 years and upward, even to 50 years old, everyone who entered the service for work in the tent of meeting, their numbered men by their families were 3,200. These are the numbered men of the families of the sons of Merari, whom Moses and Aaron numbered according to the commandment of the Lord through Moses. All the numbered men of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron and the leaders of Israel numbered, by their families and by their fathers' households, from 30 years and upward, even to 50 years, everyone who could enter to do the work of service and the work of carrying in the tent of meeting, their numbered men were 8,580. According to the commandment of the Lord through Moses, they were numbered, everyone by his serving or his carrying. Thus these were his numbered men, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. Well, I think we know why this whole book is called Numbers. The amount of times I've said the word numbered. I don't think I've ever said that word that many times in my life, on top of the actual numbers. I hope you guys stuck with me on that one. To be honest, I barely stuck with me on that one, but we made it. We made it through. Let's see what our devotional has to say about that, because honestly, I don't know what it could possibly say, but I'm sure it'll come up with something. The Israelites were at a transition point in their journey, and taking a census was an important task. Okay, fair, right? We take censuses now. All right, fine. The fighting men had to be counted to determine Israel's military strength before entering the promised land, and the tribes had to be organized to determine the amount of land each would need and to provide a genealogical record. Without such a census, the task of conquering and organizing the promised land would have been more difficult. See, this is why I love this book, because I read that and was like, what is the point of the majority of this? Like the military strength, obviously that made sense, but this makes a lot of sense, right? We have new tribes. We're taking over a new land. We have to have, this people get this and this people get this and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Thank you to this book, because now it all is coming together. At every transition point in life, it is important to take inventory of our resources and count the cost of each alternative. We will serve more effectively if, before plunging in, we set aside time to take stock of all we have: possessions, relationships, spiritual condition, time, goals, and so forth. While God does not want us to trust in our material resources, He does want us to use well what we have. Before your next move or major decision, analyze your resources and count the cost. Then use what God has given you for His glory. This is why I like these devotional books, because it takes the tediousness and the stuff that you kind of just, eventually we all just glaze over, right? You're reading it and you're like, ugh. It happens to the best of us, no judgments here. And it's like, this is why this is important. And here it is in layman's terms. Not stranger terms, but layman's terms. Thank you to this book. I hope that helped make it a little bit of sense. The military stuff, obviously, we picked that up pretty quick. I think most people can be like, oh yeah, I mean, you need to know how many men you have that can go fight, right? That's important. Very important. We're off to a good start on numbers, guys. Can't wait to see what numbers we find out tomorrow. But we made it. We made it through the first 4 chapters. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for episode 29. Transition. That's very interesting, our transitions, right? You always take an inventory. We do spring cleaning. It's a thing. We're still doing kind of inventories of our life and our resources and whatever still to this day, even if it's something just as little as like going through the refrigerator and the freezer to see what food you do and do not have so that you can make an accurate grocery list, things like that. So this is helpful for the tribes of Israel to get themselves organized. I get it. I'm glad I understand it a little better now. Thank you to the devotional book. That's all I have for you today. Turned out to be a little bit of a shorter episode than I thought it was going to be. As always, we do end in a prayer. So just real quick one. Dear God, thank you so much, Heavenly Father, for this wonderful Friday, the end of another work week. We are approaching the weekend, and I hope everyone is blessed well throughout their weekend. Lord, I ask that you keep everybody safe on their journeys to and from work, to and from school today, and keep our heads and our minds open for our transition periods that you are definitely going to be putting us through for sure. And I pray that you keep us as close as possible during those times. Thank you for being with us today, Lord, and for your written word, even though we may not understand it sometimes. I appreciate you having it down and giving us the tools that we need to get through everything in life. God bless you all. In Jesus' name, amen. Have a great rest of your weekend, you guys. You be safe out there, and I will see you tomorrow for more numbers and episode 30 of Java with Jesus.